You're watching The 7 from WATE 6 on your side.
Good evening, I'm Don Hudson, and welcome to The 7. Let's get you started with the big 7 stories right now. And topping the list, a fire along the parkway in Pigeon Forge. More than 100 people were basically forced out of their apartments when this happened. 7 different fire departments and other first responding agencies all coming together to put out that fire. We actually have these aerial views to thank. We need to thank Bobby Bowman for sharing those with us, his drone video. As we mentioned, more than 100 people had to get out into the cold of the Cold Creek Resort because of that fire. Today, some came back to survey the damage, including Nathan Borges. He lived in Cold Creek Resort for about 2 years, he says. Borges says that nothing's really ever happened at the apartment, so when the power went out last night, he knew something was up.
They were going door to door, banging, getting everybody out. So I closed my door, went back inside, grabbed what I could. I put a belt on, put my jacket on, grabbed my dog, and got out.
We're staying on one of the condos back here, and we heard a bunch of fire trucks. I'm not sure what time it was, but we didn't really think much of it. And then we walked out on the balcony and saw all the fire trucks, the ladders, and all the firefighters putting out the fire.
It was a weird experience. I was numb, honestly. I was just sitting there thinking, like, I'm losing everything. Not gonna have anywhere to live, let alone any of my personal belongings. Like, everything I own's in my apartment.
A lot of people were able to go back to their rooms, including Borges, although his room was untouched by the fire. He says he's still without power, so he's going to be staying with some family until power is restored. Power was back on, we're told, in most of the rest of the building. The fire still under investigation. We will be sure to update you when we get any new information. Again, thank you to Bobby Bowen for that aerial view. It really gives you a perspective how many units were there to work on this. All right, a rescue story coming to light today, also making our Big 7 list. The operation taking place on New Year's Eve along the Appalachian Trail. Now, the Tennessee National Guard says 2 hikers became stranded in an area south of Johnson City. We're told that they were surrounded by basically cliffs and big drop-offs. The Greene County Sheriff's Office actually set out to rescue the hikers, but they couldn't get to them. That's when the National Guard was called in. We understand a crew from an assault helicopter battalion in Knoxville was able to find the hikers later that morning, hoisting them out of the wilderness. While we don't know the extent of the hikers' injuries, the National Guard says that paramedics did have to render some aid. We also know that they were flown to a hospital in the Tri-Cities area once they were rescued. All right, moving through our Big 7 list, a trial date has been set in really a shocking and sad case. Christopher Savannah is charged in the death of a Loudoun County Sheriff's Office deputy. That trial now going to be May 10th. Now, Savannah is facing a number of charges, including vehicular homicide by intoxication. In August, Savannah pleaded not guilty to that charge. As we have been telling you, the Texas truck driver is accused of hitting and killing Sergeant Chris Jenkins back in February while Jenkins was trying to remove a ladder from the interstate. Jenkins was a longtime law enforcement veteran, serving the community for 20 years. He was also an Air Force veteran. We'll, of course, continue to follow this case against Savannah as well. All right, next on our Big 7 list, following up on a crime alert. Police are still looking for one of the people facing charges over a shooting at a rap concert that happened early Monday morning. Today we learned about the charges against 2 men, Jackie Netterville and Gino Mickens. While Mickens is in custody, police say they do not know where Netterville is tonight. 3 people were shot at the Finesse 2 Times concert put on by My Cannabuds on Clinton Highway. Now, the Knoxville police tells us 2 of those people have since been released from the hospital. Knoxville police think that everything stemmed from some type of altercation involving the Memphis-based rapper, whose real name is Ricky Hampton, the My Cannabuds owner, and security workers. And it turns out this wasn't the first time a shooting has actually happened at one of the rapper's shows. Our sister station in Memphis says he was actually performing in Little Rock back in 2017 when that show was interrupted by a gang shootout. Again, police still searching for Jackie Netterville after the Knoxville concert shooting. If you happen to know where he is, if you happen to know any good information to help police, reach out through the East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers. Our next Big 7 story actually is happening, I should say, right now, as Knoxville's Catholic diocese gathers to remember the life of Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. Knoxville Bishop Richard Sticca is conducting a memorial mass at the Cathedral of the Most Sacred Heart of Jesus. You're looking at the live stream right here, actually, of the event put on YouTube by the diocese for people who can't attend in person. You may recall Pope Benedict appointed Sticka as bishop of the Knoxville diocese back in 2009. Sticka last week called the Pope, quote, a kind and gentle shepherd. Hundreds of thousands of people have visited St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican City this week for a public viewing of Benedict's body. Benedict, by the way, was 95 years old. And next on our Big Seven list, the chance that Tennessee's next Supreme Court justice could actually hail from right here in Knoxville. Today, 3 finalists were sent to Governor Lee's desk. 2 of the finalists, Christy Davis and Dwight Tarwater, are from Knoxville. Tom Greenholz is a Chattanooga appeals court judge. Now, Davis was appointed to the appeals court judge back in 2014. Tarwater began serving on former Governor Bill Haslam's senior team that same year. Now, once the governor makes his selection, his pick will then need to be confirmed by the General Assembly. Now, the person selected will replace current Justice Sharon Lee. Last year, we told you that she was planning to begin her retirement at the end of August of this year. Next Big Seven story, a push to get vaccinated against the flu. Tennessee's health department urging people who haven't already to get the flu shot as soon as possible. Flu numbers across the country have been incredibly high this year, putting a strain on hospitals and clinics. So health experts say you shouldn't put off getting that shot, proven to prevent or at least lessen the severity of the flu. So far this flu season, the CDC says there have been 13 million cases of the virus in the U.S., leading to 120,000 hospitalizations and more than 7,000 deaths. To find out where you can get the shot or your COVID vaccine, if that's what you want to do, simply head to vaccines.gov. And wrapping up our Big Seven list, some rough roads, at least some holes in the roads. DOT crews working to smooth them out, filling the potholes along I-640 in East Knoxville. Now, the department sharing this video of the work with a reminder. Please slow down. Make sure you can see these people that are out there. If you're approaching them, make sure you move over a little bit and slow down. We don't want any accidents out there where they're trying to fix those potholes. Now, crews began emergency road work about 7 o'clock this morning between mile markers 8 and 10. The main spot, we're told, just beyond mile marker 8 in the eastbound direction, although we are told westbound lanes are also being impacted as well.